Hi, I want to show you how we can quickly fine-tune a language model so that we've got an agent that can do specific tasks. In this case, I want the agent to be able to take verbal queries and turn them into SQL queries. So I have a system prompt. You are a SQL query generator. Your task is to generate a SQL query from the given question. So here we have the question: find the average systolic blood pressure for male patients over 40 years old. And the response would be this. Now I've generated these from GPT-4, which is very good at SQL, but we want a small model to be able to perform as well as GPT-4. So I've got about 1,000 or so of these that we can train a model on. So let's see how we do that. Let's get rid of this. Here we've got fine-tuning Llama, and we're going to use Llama Factory to do the fine-tuning. It's really easy to use, and we can just take this Colab notebook and use it to do that training. So let me just show you. You'll need to get a security token from Hugging Face. So for example, here I've got some security tokens. So with your account on Hugging Face, you can generate these, and they can have various permissions. This one is a read one. This is fine-grained. We can run this and it'll ask me to log in to Hugging Face, and we just paste my token in here and we've logged in. So now this Colab can actually talk to Hugging Faces and utilize their models. I'm just going to show you how good these models are. So here, for example, we need to load up the Llama Factory, and we're going to pip install some other libraries, Torch and Bits and Bytes. So mainly we need to load up the training data so we can fine-tune a model. So I've loaded up Llama Factory, and under Llama Factory we've got a folder called Data, and I'm going to place my files into that folder. So let's go ahead and do that. Let me just drag and drop it here into Data. We'll find that file. Here it is. And now what we need to do is we need to tell Llama Factory about this file. So under here, we're going to have dataset info. And if we go in there, we need to add a description like this. So these are different fine training modules. And you'll see here that we've got, for example, a file name, and then we describe the columns that we've got in our data. So let me show you what that looks like. So I've entered this here. I've called it Medical SQL, and I've got the file name. So it's in data and johndata.json. And then the columns, in my file, it's system, question and response. But for the kind of a layout we're doing with Llama Factory, we need to map it to system with a small s, prompt instead of question, and response. Okay, so we can save that, and then we can actually go and spin up the Llama Factory. So now I'm running this web user interface, and we'll be able to click on it in just a moment. Okay, here it is. What I want to show you is the access to the models that this gives us. So here, for example, we can input the model name, and these are the large language models available. There's literally hundreds. And here you see DeepSeek, that's been in the news lately. So we could use that one. I'm going to use the Llama models. I'll use Llama 7B. And this is the model path. It's going to get it from Hugging Faces. So there it is. That's why we needed the security token. But literally, we can just run this model. We make a few choices here. Quantization, we could go to 4 bits. So one thing we need to do is we need to pick up the data set. And you'll see we've got medical SQL. That was the one we just entered. And we can put it in there and it'll be ready to run. And we can alter some of these. Learning rate, for example, we can learn a bit faster. Maybe go to 2e to the 4. And we could just do 1 epoch. Max samples, we could go down to 100. And we can just launch this and it will run. So that's using Llama Factory, and it gives us an ability to fine-tune and manipulate large models to produce smarter small ones. Okay, bye for now.